I feel quite good actually in my body, and there is a lot of there's some overwhelm
Mm.
and like some, but I feel like even though I'm in overwhelming circumstances a lot of the time, I still feel like I can enter into this like centeredness. Like it's getting a lot easier for me to come back to my center. Yeah, that's kind of where I am.
What is the overwhelm about?
Yeah, so
Your job.
my job most days something happens, and um,
Is,
and
is it too much or too stressful or
I feel sometimes it's stressful and it's kind of like unpredictable, and but it's the biggest part is like dealing with people's lots of different people's personalities. And because I think a lot of people are stressed, like sometimes they're really reactive, and you I sometimes find that I get a lot of that energy directed towards me, and I don't know why that is. But it's a pattern, and it does, last week sometimes like I couldn't, it did affect me, like I felt it in my heart and it was affecting me going to sleep, and it brings up a lot of fear about stability, and sometimes my mind goes into overdrive, like, oh, is my job safe, like can I still pay for things? And so I know that it's connected to like previous trauma and some still beliefs that I've got, and
Mm,
yeah.
I got it. Yeah. Yeah, maybe setting some stronger boundaries would help you to
I
protect
think
yourself.
so. I kind of want to go in and be poker face. Like I go in and be the nice, like I am naturally nice, and I think that's probably not a good thing all the time. Like I feel like I need to just be poker face to like protect myself, and I feel like I need to like train myself to be poker face completely at work.
Mm. Okay, so hopefully this course will help you to, yeah, will help you to proceed with that. Poker face is not the best option, I think, when you want to protect yourself. Poker face is more like, yeah, you can do anything I want. I am not,
Right.
yeah, non-reactive. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not like this is the limit and keep it to yourself. But yeah, let's see what happens in this course. Okay, thank you, Nadine. And just in a few sentences, because I think the two of you are meeting for the first time here. I am not sure. Uh, can you just share a few sentences about yourself, Nadine, to introduce yourself to Maria Luisa?
So hi, I'm Nadine. I'm from Scotland.
Hmm.
I've just recently completed another course from Chandra. Um,
Like cheese. Like cheese,
oh right, okay,
Sandra.
Chandra.
Hmm.
Cool. The women's sexual empowerment, which is amazing, and I got so much out of that. And like it's been really quite transformative and really amazing. So, yeah, so I stay in Scotland. I'm a lead content designer. I work from home, and I'm trying to find a new house for myself. And I'm currently single, but I think there's someone that I like online. So that's a quick life history.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so Maria Luisa, how are you feeling physically? How are you feeling emotionally right now? And yeah, so a few sentences of introducing yourself.
Hello, Nadine. Nice to meet you. Okay, how I'm feeling. It's a bit of a roller coaster because I'm in my PMS, and which is very hard for me. And at the same time, very stressful week at work with this conference that didn't end up very well because people are sometimes polemics, and I think it's not always nice. And I could relate to a lot of the things that Nadine was saying about how she's feeling emotionally and the poker face and all that, because I too feel that I'm like a natural, like, naturally kind person, but then it seems like when you're kind, then you kind of like break all your boundaries and people can just think that they can do anything or say anything to you. And then I kind of alternate between being who I think I am, which is just like a kind person, and then sometimes being so shut off because I'm so afraid that I'm just completely shut. And sometimes, yes, I think I've really gone into this what you call the poker face. So sometimes it's like whatever happens, I think, okay, I'm not going to care about this, and I'm not going to care about this. And then you think you're becoming indifferent, but then it's a very painful place to be because it's like there's no light. It's just that you're kind of shutting everything away because you don't want to deal with it because it's just unpleasant. And well, a few words about myself. I'm originally from Italy, but I live in the UK, in England, and I work as an academic librarian. I've been working in this job for many years, but I think I've never really felt like this was my place. At the same time, I don't know what my place is, so I've been just kind of exploring, but without knowing what I should explore. And it's like one thing I like, and then the next day I don't like it, and I'm not sure. So I'm just in a kind of confusion state. Yes. Yeah, on the plus side, well, I have a partner. It's not always easy with him, but we are still holding on together, and we have a son, which is also a beautiful thing and something really precious in life.
Thank you. Thank you. And this is your first course with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have been on, I think, on a rebirthing breathwork weekend or something, but this is your first course. And it's a small group, right? Only the two of you. A few other people, actually, four more people wanted to join, but then they decided in the last minute that another time is a better time for them. So meaning that we can hopefully go really deep into your personal issues because I can give more personal attention to each one of you. So I would like to um, talk a little bit, just a little bit about the structure, about the essentials, okay? So this is a 5-week long course. Um, we have two calls each week. The main call is this one. Yeah, so the Wednesday one is the main call. Main call meaning that each Wednesday, uh, yeah, okay. So it will make more sense for Nadine because she already participated in the course. When you guys registered for this program, then you put a email address and the password, yeah, into the payment details. So with that email and password. If you go to the website, you see in the main menu your account. This is where you can log into with your given details. You can change your password anytime you want by logging in. And when you log in, then you see the courses available to you. Nadine, you still have access to the sexual empowerment course, and now you see that also access to this liberation into knowing. And you, Maria Luisa, also liberation into knowing. When you go there, you will see the structure week 1, week 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And then each Wednesday, during the main call or right after the main call, the next week is opening up for you to review. Week 1 is after this call, and you are not able to access week 2, 3, 4, 5 yet. Just next Wednesday, second week, the Wednesday after third week. This is a structure to ensure that you are not jumping ahead. You are not looking into week 3 yet, week 4 yet, but you are sticking to the structure. Yeah, this is what I meant, main call. And then I would like to have a second call as well. And this is a little bit shorter call, maybe 1 hour long or 45 minutes, depends how much time you guys need. That is mostly about questions and answers. Yeah. And I would like to have that. So I would like to have that either Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, during the day, in the afternoon. I'm sorry, I have to plug in my computer. It just came up that the battery is, yeah. Yeah, so I would like to have another call as well for you guys. We can decide about this together when we want to have it. When are you available? Every call is recorded. Yeah, every call you can see here in the screen in the left corner that I am recording it. And within 24 hours, I upload this recording to the same platform. Yes, in the platform you will see week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus live calls. And then if you go to the live calls there, you see first call, second call, third, fourth, 4, 5, and you can rewatch it anytime. So even if you were not able to participate, you can check it there. Or if there is a topic you would like to revisit, the option is there. Yeah. Okay, so this is what I wanted to share about the structure. If you open the weeks, the different weeks, you will see there material to read, exercises, questionnaires, sometimes like different activities you are following through. This is helping you to actually to reach the objective, which is learning who you are. Yeah, liberation into knowing. I gave the name to this program because I discovered that there is so much conditioning, there is so much beliefs and should do's and shouldn't do's, and what is right and what is not right, like so much conditioning we picked up from our parents or from school or from media we are following, and we have little connection to the real you, yeah, to the real essence within you. And the focus of this course is starting to remove this conditioning and awakening to who you really are. Yeah, what you really want, what you want to work, what is your desire, what are your dreams, how can you set, for example, safer boundaries, stronger boundaries. Yeah, so the whole material I provided for you, it's helping you to go beyond this conditioning or underneath this conditioning. I think it's if you regularly spend some time going through the material, it's not overwhelming, it's totally manageable. You need, if you spend every day some time for the material, maybe 30 minutes, and then maybe some days you don't have any time, and then other time a little bit longer. It's totally manageable. even you know, besides of having a family or social connections plus working, and then each practice is rather simple. Each practice is rather simple. It feels like, this is it, like really? Maybe even doesn't make sense what you are doing, but when you are following through each step, um, then these little steps are adding together. Yeah, they are adding to your transformation, and then the result is really significant. Yeah. So don't worry if you don't have like a major catharsis in the middle of first week. Yeah. Uh, this work is not so much about peak experiences. It's more like steady little steps to create a lasting transformation. Yes, so this is what I wanted to share. And about today, today is our foundational call. This is the call I would like us to go through. I call it intention setting, desire setting. Both of you actually have been to this process already. We have done this, I think, already 2 times with Nadine and at least 1 time with Maria Luisa. This is very specific to my work that this is how we start every course and every new course. What do you want? We are getting really clear on what do you want to get out of this program. We could also say it intention setting or clarity call, because when you have your clear vision, what you want to reach, what is that stuff you really want to change in your life, how do you want to feel after this call, then that clear vision um, is your motivation. That vision is your like driving force, you know, like when your mind is clear and focused, uh, then your actions become just more simplified. You know what is necessary to do for reaching the desire, what is not necessary, absolutely not, or can wait, or you can do it later or not at all. You also can filter out different social interactions are not helping you to live up to that desire, different habits as well. So it's very important that we start every like self development work with clarity. What do you want? Okay, so this is what we will do today. For this, you guys, you will need a pen and a booklet or a paper. If you don't have like a notebook, like a paper kind of thing yet for this course, I highly can recommend that you purchase one. Yeah, you use one uh, either for this course, or if you are regularly working on yourself and have a separate um, uh, notebook for this. Oh. And anytime you have any questions, you can raise up your hand. Yeah, you can raise up your hand. Sometimes I can answer the question straight when you would like to ask it. Other times I might prefer to continue my train of thoughts, and then you have the opportunity to ask the questions. Are there any questions about the technicalities. All clear? Okay. Okay, cool. So one more thing, 99% of the people who ever participated in this course, I was running this program before the COVID live, yeah, giving retreats and workshops. They never wanted to stop working. Like seriously, you will, I hopefully you guys, you will have the same uh, uh, experience. So just if you feel sometimes discouraged or down or lack of motivation, just remind yourself that it's really worth it. Yeah, it's totally worth it. Okay, so let's do this intention setting process. For this, I would like to ask you to write down into your notebook or paper, or if you don't have, just your computer. Why are you on this course? Why have you decided? I can ask it in different ways. Why are you on this course? Why have you decided to join this course? What would you like to get out of this course? What are you hoping to achieve or transform? It can be both professional and personal. Yeah, so just write it down, anything that comes up. We always have sharing time, so there is a lot of sharing with each other. Sometimes it's like I ask a question and then you get some time, 3, 4, 5 minutes. You write down your answers and then we will share. So what do you want? Just write it down. And you also can write it down why. Why do you want this? So another way of why do you want this? Another way of asking this, what would this add to your life? What would this desire bring into your life? You are done, Nadine? Okay. So then the next question is, you can continue with, so hopefully both of you have many wants. Yeah, you want many things. Hopefully many desires, which is great. Um, in usually in this clarity setting process, when you want to achieve something, it's recommended to focus maximum two things on maximum two things. Yeah, if we want to achieve too many things at the same time, this could be like chaotic. Or we want to we want to hold too much and then we don't catch anything. Yeah, kind of like this. So maximum two. And how to choose in between the many desires you want to achieve. The first step into this, you can differentiate in between main desire and accompanying desire or attached desire. Main desire is something like there is not such a category like main desire or accompanying desire. It depends what is important for you or what is less important for you. So it's totally up to you. But main desire and accompanying desire, just to say an example, is for example, so, for example, I can have a desire to meet some new people, yeah, which is actually recently my desire because I moved back after 10 years living abroad to Hungary, yeah, so I could have some new uh, friends or social connections. So this could be one desire, more social connections. Then actually, I also would like to um, do some physical exercise in a gym. Yeah. And another desire is like, yeah, maybe building up some muscles. Yeah, building up some muscles. So we could say that if my focus is regularly going into the gym, yeah, so then for sure I will build up some muscles and for sure I will meet some new people. Yeah. So basically, I just need to focus on one thing, finding a gym and booking it into my schedule and going there 2 to 3 times a week or whatever. Yeah. And then doing my thing. Because the two others, we could call them accompanying desire. If I do the first one, then the two others which are attached to it, they will organically uh, be manifested. Yeah. So on this way, look into your list of desires and try to grouping them up, main desire and accompanying desire, and which ones are going together. You are done, Nadine? Okay. Then probably you have a few main desires. And then try to prioritize what is the one or maybe two you want to work on. Yeah. Okay, so then let's do a sharing. So what have you discovered, Nadine? What is your focus and why?
So my main desire is that I want to be balanced in all things, which means like that makes me think about being like chilled, detached, like balanced everywhere. So like my emotions, like what I'm eating, and if I get that, if I crack that, then that's going to have such a knock-on effect to everything in my life. Because right now, it would mean that if I'm balanced and I'm like completely chilled and detached and just happy, easygoing within myself, I'm not going to be people pleasing at work. I'm not going to have crippling anxiety because people vent at me. It's not going to throw me off course. I'm not going to need anyone's approval. I'm not going to be drinking coffee and Red Bull to like force myself through the day because my body's like screaming at me, you don't want to bloody be doing this.
Okay, I got it. Let me just stop you. I got it. Okay, so actually, the being balanced is the outcome.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there is an internal state, whatever that is for you. And when I am acting from that space, then I am balanced. Yeah. And then I am balanced, and then I don't do those things you listed out. So what do you need? What do you need to be, or what do you need to create inside of your system to be balanced?
So it's about, there's three things this came up. It's centered, grounded, self-love.
Yeah, self-love for sure, because that is like, yeah, if there is self-love, like really, really, really deep self-love, then nothing else needs to be done. Everything comes from that. So self-love and grounded. What does it mean?
Grounded because when I'm off balance, like the anxiety that I feel from being triggered at work and also by drinking caffeine to get me through work means that I'm not grounded. And I'm like having to put on a face to people that I'm okay when actually my heart's like racing and I don't feel okay inside. I feel anxious. So
It sounds for me like authentic.
authentic. Yeah, I've got.
Authentic is like I don't have to put up all the time the nice face. I don't need to show that I am the nice girl. I am the nice girl. At the same time, I can say like, hey, you cannot talk to me like this. That I am still nice. Yeah, I am still nice, but I am also nice to myself. Yeah.
That's exactly it, because I have such a huge fear around being authentic because I am a nice person. However, I'm also an extremely strong person and I can be very strong in my communication. And it wasn't safe for me to be strong growing up. And when I'm strong at work, when I like advocate for myself, but sometimes it makes people worse. Sometimes they come after me more, and that's what I've found. And I enter into this energetic battle, and I don't want to be there again. And it is happening again at work. So it's like, what is the right answer? Like, nice is
So
nice.
it sounds, yeah, it sounds.
People feel like they can treat me any way they want, and then when I'm strong, I don't know.
So what does it mean for you to be strong?
It means that, you know, I advocate for myself and I speak up and I don't collude, I don't gossip. Like if I've got something, like the only time I'll confide in someone is if I'm trying to be constructive and try and see it from someone else's perspective, but I'll do that and then it's done and then I'll go straight to the source. But even doing that, I don't even like talking to anyone. It makes me feel icky. I don't know. I think being strong is.
So it sounds like that. Tell me again your desire. Yeah, it was the balance, but we need to go one layer underneath. Yeah, so because the balance is the result, and then you said self-love, grounded, and what was the third? There was one more thing.
Centered.
Something.
But if I had pure conviction about it's okay for me to be authentic, I think all that would just naturally be part of that. The reason I'm ungrounded and off center and question my self-love is because I'm scared to be authentic all the time, and it throws me off. Like I don't feel safe.
Yeah.
It's about safety to be my real me, because I was never safe to be my real me growing up.
Yeah. So I think eventually, that is the best choice. You know, that is the best call to align with your authentic self. Yeah. So that is liberation into yourself, and you know that when you start to do, this is for both of you, when you start to do personal development, you will change, but that means that your environment will change as well, and that is a good thing, you know, like you cannot expect that you remain, for example, just an example. I am not saying this is your case, but you cannot expect that you will hang out with the same people, you will follow the same, you know, social activities, uh, same daily schedule, uh, working environment, but you will feel different. Yeah, so this is not how it works. You change yourself internally, and then that internal change will show up externally as well. Your friends will change a little bit. Some people will go away, new people are coming in. Maybe you realize that actually you don't want to work on this place, or you want to work on this place but in a different department, or who knows what. Yeah. So I would choose myself. Yeah, so that's why you are here. I think I would choose myself, me feeling good, me living up to my qualities, to my dreams, me being the authentic self, and then learning to communicate that on a way which is hopefully somehow digestible for others. And if it's then not digestible, then still choosing myself, yeah, choosing myself, and then maybe uh, I need to, move to another house, move to another city, find another job, who knows what, yeah? But there is no point of giving yourself up for a job.
I know.
Yeah, because then you're gonna just suffer. Maybe
Mhm.
you can pay your bills and maybe you can even afford a fantastic apartment or who knows what. But are you gonna be really happy in that? So I would choose myself and then let's see what happens.
Myself.
Yeah, like the authentic self.
Oh, my sound's just gone off.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's back now, sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. I'm just laughing because literally 2.5 hours ago at work, I said out loud to myself, I choose myself.
Mm.
I literally just said that to myself today.
Yeah. Okay, so take some time to think about this again, digest it, and then choose. Yeah, choose what you want um, to work with and how you want to formulate it. And then, meanwhile, I would like to hear your um, what you want to work on, Maria Luisa, and why.
So I wrote that my main desire is to feel good and aligned with myself.
Mhm,
I think that everything will follow from that. Uh,
mhm,
so all the self-doubt, the self-sabotaging, the people-pleasing, the shutting away, the kind of numbness and indifference that locked myself in because it's too painful to deal with what's going on with again with not being aligned and not knowing where I belong, where I want to be, what I want to be, etc. Is all a consequence of yes, of not being aligned with myself and who I am.
So,
um,
what is the main desire? To be aligned with yourself.
Yes, yes, I think that is my main desire because I've so much wanted to change jobs for the past 10 years, but without knowing what I want to do. And it's like I've always been looking and reading about people going through career changes, etc. And I'm so admirative of what they're doing and what they've achieved. It's just that they seem to have an idea and then they kind of carry forward. But when I look at myself, I just have no idea. And I realized looking back at my student life and partly my student life, because then I'm sure I did choose some things because I felt I was inspired by them. But then I don't know how at some point some like old I don't know, perhaps from childhood insecurity kicked in and I did not follow anymore what I wanted to do, and I kind of caved into perhaps what was somebody else's desire for me, or the idea that, oh, you're a good student, you can do that, so you do that, and then, oh, this is a good opportunity, so it's no longer you, it's the opportunity, and then you should seize it because it's an opportunity, and because if you don't do it, then it's bad and you're missing on something, and then you kind of you feel like a like often I see this image of like a leaf in the wind, and it's like you don't know where you are, and it's like the wind can take you anywhere, but
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Sorry to interrupt you. We don't need to go into what you don't want. Yeah, we don't need to go into what you don't want. That is just creating a irritation or agitation in your mind. It's like we focus here on what you want. Yeah, so that is the goal, what you want. This is, I want to live aligned with myself. And we don't need to know, also, we don't need to know what needs to be changed, what needs to be let go of, to be able to reach that we're just organically, naturally arise. This is my goal, and as I am working towards it, this needs to be let go of this and this and this and this and this, and then you are just there. Yeah, you are just there. So you want to live in alignment. Okay, I understand. What will, if this happens, you live in alignment, how will you feel? Yeah, so just write down, how will you feel? What will this change in your life? What will this add into your life? Positive things. Yeah, positive things. Not about, if anything negative comes up, then turn it around. And if you cannot turn around, we can talk about it. Turn it around, meaning that I want to live in alignment, because I don't want to live in fear anymore. Yeah. So then what is the opposite of living in fear? I want to feel safe. I want to feel uh, protected. I want to feel that I know what I am doing, and I know what I want, and I have the determination or the capacity to go for that. Yeah, so positive.
And I want to feel like I'm an adult, a responsible adult who is making their decision consciously. And yes, perhaps with some fear, because fear perhaps is always there, but being able to say, but this is my life and my responsibility.
Okay.
To live fully, basically.
Okay, so in alignment and living like a grown up who is consciously making her decisions. Okay, very good. Okay, very good. So please add to this to the list. So basically, it's quite clear: live in alignment, uh, um, being in the position or having the awareness of conscious choices. Yeah, choosing for myself and knowing what and knowing why. Okay, very good. So Nadine, what is yours?
I choose myself and I will feel telluric.
Telluric. What is that?
Telluric is like the current, telluric energy is a current that flows through the earth, the electricity. And I want to feel like that all the time.
Okay. Okay, cool. All right. So then the next step, I will give you some time again. The next step, please put all of this, your main desire and why do you want this or how will this make you feel, into one sentence. Into one sentence, we will call this desire sentence. And the sentence can start with I intend, I desire, my desire is, anything. Yeah, so basically these options, I will, no, this is not an option, I will, because that is something in the future. So you want to have it in present tense. My intention is to live in alignment with myself, where I am in a position of conscious choices or consciously choosing for myself, and which will make me feel, like which will make me feel empowered, balanced, whatever that is for you. or my intention is to live up to my authentic self, which is like, like you guys, you got it. I am just happy to brainstorm. So put the thing, your desire, and why do you want this, or the outcome, or how will you feel when you got this into one sentence, positive sentence. You got it, Nadine? Okay. What is it? What is that? Please share with us.
So I intend to choose myself and be true to myself at all times, and I will feel whole, grounded, centered, and telluric.
Perfect. I will change just one thing. Which will make you feel? Which will make me feel? Or which makes me feel? So basically, we would like to use, we also could say desire sentence affirmation. Yeah? So the affirmation is a positive sentence in present tense. Like it is happening now, it is available now, because our mind doesn't know the difference between past, present, and future. That's why it is possible that we still live out a childhood trauma. Yeah, we are still not comfortable speaking up to ourselves because we were not comfortable, we were not allowed speaking up to ourselves when we were children. Yeah, so it's like this is a conditioning, but it's like a program. Yeah, the program. And then when we are in that situation of like we supposed to, or we wanted to speak up for ourselves, then our mind is kind of stuck in the past. Yeah. So because there is no past with differentiation for the mind, there is only present. So if you use this desire sentence, this affirmation in the present moment for the mind, it is a message that is already happening. It is already there. And then it will collect, it will pull in for you information, practices, events, and meetings, and workshops, and whatnot, yeah, whatnot, to really manifest it. Yeah, if you put it like it will happen sometime in the future, it remains in the future. Okay, very good. And Maria Luisa, do you have the desire sentence? Okay, so then share with us. You are on mute.
So I wrote, my utmost desire is to live in alignment with myself, to be in a position where I consciously choose for myself and where I feel empowered, balanced, serene, and joyful.
Okay, perfect. Very good. Okay, very good. So this is kind of your mantra for, at least for now. We will check in with the desire sentence next week, next Wednesday again, because it can happen that as you are progressing in your transformation, you realize that you want something else more, or this is actually not so important right now, I want something else instead, or I want to add another quality to it, or I want to modify it a little bit. So for now, for today, this is your desire sentence, and then we will come back to it, and then we check if needs to be modified, because it's very important that it's in alignment. It's in alignment with you. This is really what you want. So what I would like to ask you to do is writing down this desire sentence into your notebook, to up into a empty page. Yeah, using an empty page, writing it down with big letters that you just need to open it there, and it's there. You see it. You also could, for example, put a reminder on your phone that you see it during the day. Oftentimes, the more you see it, this sentence is more active in your brain, yeah, in your brain, and then your brain is really tuning into manifesting it for you, your subconscious mind. Or you could also do something like write it into a post-it like this, yeah, and then put it around in your house. Sometimes I put it around my screen, yeah, around the computer screen, and then when my computer is up, I can non-stop see it. Yeah, so do it like that. And okay, so and then we will take this desire sentence into checking how your body reacts to this desire, and we will do a breathwork session. Yeah, so this course um, is like we use many self-development techniques, and one of the main techniques is breathwork, rebirthing breathwork. So I would like to do as often as possible breathwork with you guys, hopefully on every Wednesday. And you also have a recorded guided video and a recorded guided audio in the platform. So you could also do breathwork at home for yourself. You also could rewatch these Wednesday videos and follow the breathwork part. Yeah. And the reason for doing rebirthing breathwork in this self-development program is that breathwork can take you into we call it trance state, uh, where you are just more aware of, for example, the blockages keeping you away from this desire. You are also, you can become more aware of where these blockages are coming from childhood, from school, from mother, or how these blockages were created, and understanding where these blockages are coming from have actually placing you in an empowered position where you can choose. You can choose to follow this blockage or drop it, or do something else instead. Yeah, because when you don't know what the blockage is about, you don't know where is it coming from. You just see that, oh, again I am running in the same cycle. Yeah, I don't know what I want. What your cycle is. You just see that you are running in the cycle, but you don't know why. Where is this coming from? How? Then, if you don't know where is this coming from, it's very difficult to break out of this cycle, because you don't know why you are in that cycle. So in the trance, in this rebirthing breathwork, created trance, you can understand. You have the possibility to understand why I am running in this cycle, what I am afraid of, why does it feel so comfortable even though it is suffering. And then you can choose like, okay, it's enough, I want something else instead. Yeah, so that's why we do the breath work. And also, so basically it's like rising your awareness. Yeah, rising your awareness. And also it's a very good tool for purging, purifying emotionally, also purifying mentally, uh, helping you to really get in alignment, because the reason we are not in alignment with ourselves is this conditioning. Yeah, is the conditioning. When you let go of the conditioning, of the blockages, of the pain, then you are naturally coming back to alignment to yourself. Does it make sense? Yeah. Okay. So then let's see how your body reacts for this desire sentence. And we will check this with a body meditation. Okay, with a body meditation. Actually, what I would like to do is let's have a break. Yeah, let's have a 2 to 3 minutes break. Stretching your body, going to the bathroom. We are for 1 hour, 15 minutes on the call already. And then we do the breath work, the body meditation and the breath work together. Yeah, which is again at least 1 hour. And if we have the break now, then we are safe for that 1 hour. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's do just a few minutes break, stretching, and then we come back. And then coming back. Okay, you guys, you are here. Very good. So I would like to check, because this will be one of our main tools, the rebirthing breathwork. I would like to check who is familiar with this, who have done it, how many times, what is your experience with it, do you know what to do, and stuff like that. Yeah, so you are already unmute, Nadine. Can you start, please?
Mhm. So yeah, the only rebirthing breath work I've done is with yourself on the previous course, and yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Okay. Okay, very good. Was it difficult for you to follow the breath?
No, it was like it felt really it quite quickly started to feel really natural
Natural.
actually for me.
Mhm. Yeah, okay. What was your experience with that? Any emotional release or images, visions, pain, downloads? Downloads is like when you just get a message like, wow, this is it. Yeah, I think you had some downloads.
Yeah, I frequently get downloads like moments of inspiration and just like complete clarity, and it feels like it really feels like you're doing something to like shift the energy and go through blocks. It really does feel like that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So no pain is just more like visions or emotions.
Yeah, just no pain for me. I'm trying to think if I ever got upset. No, I don't think so. I think it just feels really powerful.
Okay, okay, very good. Thank you. So, and Maria Luisa, your experiences, you have been more on rebirthing breathwork with me.
Yes, I've done the weekend of rebirthing with you, which was my very first experience.
Okay.
I I found it really powerful, and I think the probably the second time I had this like kind of download some experience, but then otherwise I've tried after the weekend, so the 3 sessions to continue on my own, and it's been like mixed feelings because I've often experienced like my hands clasping like this, and my feet as well, and like a kind of like oppression in the chest, and like tingling on the nose and the mouth and the tongue, and sometimes it was accompanied by like crying straight out afterwards or during, and some other times by very dark feelings, by dark thoughts and feelings. And when I was trying to do it on my own more recently, I felt that I was feeling some kind of anxiety and like oppression before doing it, the idea of having to go through it. And then it would feel better afterwards. But then to get started, I would always feel like some kind of, oh, like a kind of, yes, anxiety. Yes, yes. But otherwise, I find it really powerful.
Okay, very nice. Thank you. Okay, so then just a few, um, yeah, I explained it a little bit. So basically, the rebirthing breath work is a connected breath. Yeah, it's a inhale, exhale without pause. Uh, there are many different breathwork practices. Yeah, if you guys are watching online, there is like many. Um, most of them are based on this connected breath. Yeah, so this connected breath. Uh, yeah, but we facilitators, we like to do our own style. Yeah, we like to invent stuff, which is okay. Like everybody has their own flavor. Um, the rebirthing breathwork, it was invented by an American gentleman in the 70s, Leonard Orr. I studied from him. He passed away already. He passed away 2 years ago. So I studied with him, and I am just sticking to this rebirthing breathwork because I found this the most powerful. Yeah, the most powerful for me. And also it's a combination of breath work and trauma healing and removing these limiting beliefs, conditioning, yeah, deconditioning. So it's not only breath work, but it's a combination of healing tools. And I just like to work this way. I like to understand things, and I like to come into a place where I know what I am doing and why I am doing it. Of creating awareness, not only just breathing and then something will happen. Yeah. So that's why I do the rebirthing breathwork. And this is the specific thing about rebirthing, that connected breath. And it's using different self-reflection and emotional healing, trauma release, mental deconditioning tools uh, to align with yourself. Yeah, to come to this alignment with yourself. Yeah, so then what you need to do is rebirthing is not creating the reactions, creating the feelings, or the whatever you experience is not created by the breathwork. The breathwork is taking you into a place where you just feel what is already there in your body. Yeah, what is already there. We are just not noticing it because we are focused on something else. We avoid it, we suppress it. Uh, but this breath work is taking you into a state of deep relaxation. Your body is relaxed, and then in that relaxation, there is no place for avoiding what you don't want to feel, running away from, like what you are afraid of feeling is just there. So that's why you feel the emotions are coming up, and that's why when you get in that state of deep relaxation, then you are more in alignment with yourself, and in that place your intuition is more open, and this is where those messages are just dropping in. Yes, those messages are dropping in. So whatever happens during the breathwork, please don't don't judge the breath work for it, okay? Because when it gets too intense, I have seen this, when it gets too intense, people say like, oh my gosh, like this breath work is so painful, and so this and so that. It's not the breath work. It's already there. It's just bringing it out. And actually it's a good thing. It's bringing it out. Imagine, just think about you are living with that heaviness inside. Yeah. So in that heaviness inside, then the breath work is now digging it out and purifying it and cleaning it. And I know from experience as well, this digging and clearing and purifying, it can be painful. Yeah, it can be painful. And still, this is the way to let it go. You need to see it, you need to acknowledge it, like, oh my gosh, this is what is inside of my system. It's quite heavy, painful. Okay, let's get rid of it. Yeah, you need to feel it to be able to overcome it. Okay, and then a few more important things. You can have physical reactions during the breath work. Physical reaction is can start with tingling, vibrations, electricity running through your body. It can turn into tetany. This is what you mentioned, Maria Luisa. We call it tetany, where your hands are cramping up. It looks like you cannot move it. Your mouth can also like blocked. Your feet, basically your whole body anywhere can be blocked. This is just like a side effect, yeah. So you are changing the chemical homeostasis, the balance in your blood circulation because of the different kind of breathing, different from the normal or different from the usual. Yeah, so this will go away. Not everybody has this kind of physical reactions and not all of the times. And when it happens, then please just accept it. Yeah, don't fight it. Accept it. And with this acceptance, your body can relax and move beyond that contraction. You also can have emotional reactions like anything you hold inside of you, anger, sadness, loss, grief, disappointment, whatever that is inside of you, anxiety, fear, that will show up also for release. You can also have like visuals, yeah, images, memories, stories are popping up in your mind. That is also a way of processing, yeah, processing your transformation or yourself or your release, yeah. Um, whatever reaction you have, physical, emotional, or more this visual, the way to deal with is like keep breathing, just breathing, 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 breathing until you release it. Yeah, so the breath work can help you to activate it and also release it. And you will notice, you will exactly know when the release happened because you will feel relieved, more peaceful, calm inside. You might have the downloads. Yeah, so this is the time when the downloads comes, the understandings are coming. You also can have some affirmations coming in. Yeah, so when this is happening, you feel more relaxed and calm. Then you know that you had the kind of uh, peak, yeah, the release, the peak experience of the session. And then your body goes slowly into relaxation. You can return to normal breath. Yeah, you can return to normal breath and stay relaxed and just integrate the experience. Okay, so then the last thing, it definitely makes a difference when you are in a guided session. Yeah, it definitely makes a difference because you are guided. It's similar to you are going to a massage studio and you just lie down and somebody is doing a full body massage for you versus you are doing a massage for yourself. Yeah, it feels good. Yeah, it feels good, but not the same. Because it's you just receive the guidance, the experience, the attention of somebody else. You can totally relax. You feel safe, so you just can fully receive. And when you do the session at home by yourself, then you are giving for yourself. So 50% of you is giving and another 50 is receiving. Yeah. So here you are fully on the receiving end. I think that the audio and the video where I recorded myself. So you are guided by me, not live, but through a recording. Probably that is a better experience than doing it by yourself. Maybe almost as good as being here live. You need to test it for yourself. So this is just good to know, for you to know, not to expect the same. Okay, so not to expect the same when you do it by yourself, because that can lead, expectations can lead to disappointment. Even if it's not the same, doing breath work always benefits you. Yeah, always has benefits to the breath work. Just don't expect to have the same mind-blowing experience. Okay, so and then last thing, you can do the breath work in a seated position. You can do it lying down. It's totally up to you. The main point is that sometimes when we get relaxed during the breath work, we fall asleep. Yeah, we kind of like fall asleep, or we are in and out kind of here, but not totally. If this is the case, if you notice yourself doing this, then it's better to sit up. Yeah, better to sit up, maybe lean against the wall or 45 degrees, something like this, not totally lying down, because in a position, in a seated or a half seated position, you less likely fall asleep. Yeah, okay. So then any questions? No? Maria Luisa, you have a question?
Yes, so well, I'm wondering, because I didn't sleep at all last night and I'm having problems sleeping, then I was thinking that perhaps I might actually fall asleep. So I wanted to avoid that. So I will just see if it's, I prefer lying down, but if I see that I'm kind of falling asleep, perhaps I can move and sit up. Is that okay?
Yeah. You can move during the breath work. If the movement is changing your body position, if it's not about wanting to get rid of the sensations, yeah, it's too painful, and then you just want to get rid of it. It's because that is avoidance again, like escapism. Or if you feel like angry and then it's like doing like some kind of hysterical stuff, that is again running away from the emotion itself. Yeah. So if it's more about just like, yeah, changing body position, you need to sit up or lie down, yeah, do that. Sometimes, so there will be times where we do longer breathwork sessions, like maybe 45 minutes or 1 hour long today. And then there are times where we do that just shorter breathwork sessions, like 20 minutes or 30 minutes or so. When we have done prior to the breathwork session some kind of brainstorming thing, yeah, so that is already stimulated us, that is already put us into a kind of healing space. Then we need less time for the breath work, because you are already there in that space. When we don't do any kind of previous let's call it like self-reflection exercise or triggering exercise, then we need longer time for a breathwork session. Yeah. So today, because we had already done this process, we will have a shorter one. So hopefully you will be able to stay awake. Yeah, not falling asleep. And then I would like to ask you to just remain with the sensations. Yeah, so follow the breath and just remain with the sensations inside of your body. That is all for today. Okay, So then let's do this body meditation and then we do the breath work. So for the body meditation, you will need your desire sentence that is next to you. You can read it out aloud for yourself. And we start with sitting in a comfortable position, closing our eyes. Taking some deep breaths, letting go on the exhale. And just noticing what is right now, what is present right now. In your body. Where do you notice any sensations? What kind of sensations? And then reading out aloud the desire sentence for yourself, saying it out aloud. Mm. And just noticing how your body reacts. It's totally possible that mentally you want this desire and parts of your body are afraid of it or not believing in it, even pushing away. This pushing away or fear shows up like tension or contraction, discomfort, anxiety. Saying out the desire sentence a few more times. Just noticing if your body reacts and how your body reacts. And then starting to breathe in and out through the mouth. Taking long deep breaths in. Relaxed inhale, relaxed exhale. Mouth is open. Maybe Maria Luisa closing the curtain will just help you to fall asleep. Relaxed breath in, pulling in the air and just letting it go. Just letting it go. No pushing, no holding, no forcing. And if you notice any reaction against the desire sentence, any contraction, you want to breathe into that body part. Thinking, feeling, or visualizing that you are bringing in light into that body part. If you didn't have any body reaction, you just continue focusing on the breath. Bringing in fresh energy, awareness, aliveness into your body. Trusting that your body knows what to do. Trusting that your body knows how to heal itself. Letting go of the desire to understand and analyze. Also, doubt, judgment, focusing only on the breath, surrendering to feeling. Relaxed and deep inhale. And just accepting every reaction. Just few more minutes of this connected breath. Deep breath, another slow breath, controlled breath, conscious breath. And slowly returning to your normal breath. Not forcing your body, allowing your body to return to normal breath. Remaining with your eyes closed, relaxing. Noticing the sensations. And there, remaining with your eyes closed, you can start gently moving your fingers, your toes, stretching your legs, your arms. Taking some deep breaths, and if you feel ready, opening your eyes. One side effect of this course is that you will be also more tuned into your body. Yeah, so aligning with yourself, living from your authentic self means that you are more connected to your body and you don't force it, you accept it, you listen to it, yeah? So I will be saying things like, if it feels right for you, open your eyes. If it feels right for you, move your body. So it's an invitation to check with yourself what your body wants. Ah, okay, my body wants to move. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I would be really curious to hear from you the essence of what have you experienced. Nadine, I have seen some tears. Is that correct?
Yep. I've got mascara all over my face.
So what happened?
Oh, that was really intense. Um, I went into like a trance, and I started like, well, first of all, I started, just and visualizing that I was clearing through blockages, and I started hearing the words, like what my intentions were, and some words around it as well, like other words came in, and then like the breath just took over, like it wasn't even me doing it, it just started just happening on its own, and I completely started to like trance, and I had all these tingles up my body, and my body started to go my body felt like it was going into like a full body orgasm, and then at the end it was like a kind of lower down one as well, like just on its own. And I feel like I seen all these images of like I was taken back to like lots of places that I've been. It was just like one after the other, like all these images of places that I'd been. And I don't know if it was clearing through blocks in each of these areas or something, I don't know, but that's what it felt like. And I seen these images that I have this recurring image, and I seen that, and it's like not a nice image, and I can see how I was identifying with that basically the image was that I'm like using all my energy and my breath to like power everyone and everything else, and I was just completely drained. And I seen that I just completely exploded through that, and just completely disconnected from that. And it was amazing, really.
Okay, very nice. Very nice. So just a few things, yeah, a few things to comment on, yeah, to comment on, because this is how we can learn. So exactly, this is the place we are looking for, where your breath is just taking over, yeah, it's just running by itself. And this happens for everyone at a different time. Some people need 5 minutes, some other people need 10 minutes or 15 minutes, whatever, yeah? We cannot control this, neither me nor you, so just accept it, don't criticize yourself for it. Don't compare yourself like, oh my gosh, Nadine had already this, or Maria Luisa had already this, and I also want that. I also, yeah. So just appreciate what you had. Yeah, so exactly this is the place we are looking for where your breath is just rolling. Um, yeah, so then that is the trance. This is where the healing is happening. And it's a very good insight that sounds like, yeah, you are giving yourself away. Yeah, you are giving your energy away, tolerating probably too much. Yeah, and this is draining. Yeah, so this is draining, exhausting, tiring. Okay, very good realization. Yeah, so like pulling back your focus to yourself and really like learning that you are the most important for yourself in your life. This is oftentimes a question in these workshops, like, then I am egoistic, you know, uh, like you can, we need to, I think, we need to find a balance, taking the best care of yourself and prioritizing yourself and being selfish, like self-centered, like you can give the most to others when you are at your best, when you are happy, you rested well, you are stressless, you slept well, you are charged up, full of life. This is where you can give the most, in your family, husband, friends, at home, at your work. So it's also your responsibility to be at your best for yourself and also for others. um, yeah, so it's good. Okay, very good step, very good for start. Thank you, Nadine. So how was it for you, Maria Luisa? What have you experienced?
For me, it was completely different. It was actually much more difficult. I don't know if I was not really ready. It was a feeling like I had forgotten how to do it. And actually, I was about to ask you, can you demonstrate again? Because I don't know how to do it anymore. It seemed that the way you were doing it was much more shallow and like there was a pause between in breath and like out breath. And so it didn't like I didn't know how to follow it. So I was following it, but I don't know. It didn't. It did feel relaxing, but yeah, that's pretty much what it was. But I didn't have any of the symptoms that I usually would have, and I don't know if it's because I'm particularly tired today and because I haven't slept in a long time. So I just brought perhaps too much, or perhaps I was overthinking it because I was breathing and it just didn't feel natural. It just felt like I couldn't let go. And I was really thinking a lot about it. So that kind of made the experience a bit. And I didn't know, it seemed to me like I was doing it. And there was like a pause between the inspire and the letting go. And then it was like waiting and then taking the air in again and then letting go. And then I was constantly thinking, but that's not the way it should be, because it should be connected without a pause. But from the way you were demonstrating, it seemed like there was a pause. So I was like in this kind of doubt for yeah.
Yeah, I understand. So there is no pause in between the inhalation and exhalation. Uh, yeah, so there is no pause, it's just in and out, in and out. I am not doing the breath work with you guys. I am just demonstrating. So maybe it comes across as there is a pause. You don't need to follow me. Yeah. So I am just kind of, I am breathing for reminding you that you still need to breathing. You don't need to follow my rhythm, my depth, or anything like that. because you have your own rhythm. Yeah, you have your own rhythm. Maybe that is shorter inhale, longer exhale, whatever. You have your own, depending on your current mental emotional state. Yeah, so if you are relaxed, calm, then your breath is more shallow and deep and long and relaxed. If there is agitation, irritation, like then your breath is also more agitated. And then, okay, so then thinking about if I am doing it right, it is the right way, what's happening, should I do this? Da, 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 da. That is always a distraction. That is always a distraction from what is actually happening right now. This is what is happening. This is what I am feeling. Instead of feeling it like, oh, this is right. Should I do this? Should I do that? So it's okay. Like this is then one of your subjects to get rid of this. Yeah, to take control of this mind stuff that this the whatever that is, and coming back to feeling, coming back to trusting, coming back to the body. And how you can do that is focusing on the breath is always a good anchor. When you catch yourself on thinking, analyzing, doubting, just taking your attention back and focus on the breath, because the breath is taking you back to the body and the breath is taking you back to the present moment. And then it can happen that after 30 seconds, your mind is going away again. And then you bring it back and it's going away again. And you just bring it in back. You are training. Yeah, we are training the mind. That's it. Okay. So I have one more question. What did you notice, both of you, when you read your desire sentence? And you checked your body. Did you have any reaction? And what was that?
At the beginning, sorry, you go ahead.
No, no, you go, you go.
At the beginning, I had like no reaction, as if my body was completely indifferent to what I was reading. Just, and then somehow, at some point, I felt like I don't know, something in my stomach, as if there was a kind of like perhaps a fear or a resistance, but very, very mild. It was not very powerful. I don't know if perhaps it didn't sink in right away, but after reading it 2 or 3 times, then at some point I did feel like some kind of, yeah,
The stomach.
like a kind of like, not a pain, but something in the stomach that kind of was reacting.
Yes, very good. Okay, very good insight. Very nice. And you, Nadine, what did you have?
Mhm. So, right at the start, when I read it out to myself, I did feel like the familiar fear coming up and like resistance to like actually following through in my intention, because it was like the voice was saying, if you choose yourself, like people are going to not like that. You're going to lose your job. You're going to lose everything. Like, don't tempt fate. Just keep playing small. Keep staying hidden under the radar. Like, don't rock the boat here. And then that's why I think I just pushed through that. And then the understanding that I got was everyone, all these characters in my life are like reacting to what's inside me.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got control here. Like I've got authority here over my own life. Like I've got authority here.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Okay, very good reactions or very good insights, both of you. So what is this body meditation about? That we can have a desire, yeah? So it's like we created it mentally. We put this idea together. This is what I want. And then we could say that there are memories, thoughts, and feelings in our system, yeah, in this body, mind, emotional system, which say that this is not safe. Because what you, Nadine, just said, that then I will lose my job, this will happen, that will happen, na, 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 na. Also, your body said something, Maria Luisa, with this contraction. Yeah, so that is also contraction is always like, I don't want to go there. Yeah, I don't want to go there. That's why you are not there. That's why you are not living up to the authentic self, because there are pieces in your system saying that this is not okay. It will be dangerous for me. Uh, so to reach your desire, we need to. Uh, so basically, these pieces, they are not on board with us. Yeah, we want to go there and they want to go somewhere else. We are not on the same page, not in alignment, not in integrity. Yeah, not in integrity. So what we need to do, we need to discover these pieces and then bring them into integrity. They are in alignment with this goal. Yeah. So this was the first step we were doing today, just checking what is your desire, and is there a body reaction? Is there a reaction from your body, and what is that reaction? And then we will continue working on bringing those pieces into integrity. And okay, so very good. So the homework is. Please check the material of the first week and do the different steps. And besides that, take time to time, 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah, time to time, 5 minutes, and sit with yourself, closing your eyes, and just saying out aloud your desire sentence a few times and noticing how your body reacts. And wherever you notice the reaction, so for example, you, Maria Luisa, you notice the reaction in the solar plexus or in the stomach. It's possible that you will have the reaction somewhere else, yeah, or a different kind of reaction. So don't look for the same reactions. Just notice how the body reacts, and then place there one hand. Okay, so place there one hand where you had the reaction and just speak to that body part like you were speaking to a friend, like, hey, what's happening? It's a fantastic idea we want to do here, living in alignment, yeah, the greatest good. And for whatever reasons you are not so happy about, tell me, what is the matter? What are you afraid of? What do you need? Like you are talking to with curiosity, no judgment, no really like you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. Like it's just curiosity. Like, what is the matter? Tell me about it. I would like to know because I really would like to have that desire, and I would like you to come with me. Yeah, I would like you to come with me. I don't want to force you. I would like you to be excited about and happy and feel safe about it. And then just have a short dialogue and let's see what happens. Yeah, let's see what happens. We will check who is this part of you who is resisting and what needs. Yeah, is it clear? Okay, cool. Any questions?
I have a belief that I'm going to see immediate results in my life after doing this. Like, I feel like it's shifted something. And yeah, I just wanted to say that.
Thank you. You mean after today or after this course?
After tonight.
After tonight, yeah. Yeah, let's see what happens. Thank you. Okay, so then I would like to close our meeting with hearing from you. What is your biggest takeaway from today? We could say biggest takeaway, or what have you learned today? What was the most significant or important for you from this meeting today? Nadine, you look like ready to say it.
I'm still thinking over. There's lots.
Okay, okay. So Maria Luisa, ready?
Well, I think for me is perhaps uh, starting to formulate a desire of what I want, even if for now it just sounds very broad and very, very vague, very huge. But it's having this space where I can say what my desire is and to put words on it and to share it with you both and to try and define it, because it's still a bit confused, but perhaps it's a little bit less confused because you've helped me kind of reformulate it and just, working around it. So understanding that it's not just, oh my God, I want a new job and this is the focus of things. I think it's much larger, and that's when some conditions are met, then other things can flow more easily and the change can happen. So I think it was this input that I had tonight.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so the job is just the outcome. Your focus is not the job, your focus is knowing what you want. And how can you know what you want? You are connected to yourself. You are living from your authentic self. And then the job will just like be the outcome of this change. Yeah, very good. Okay, very good insight. And Nadine?
I think the insight is that I have authority over my life.
Yeah, yeah, you have. Yeah, you have, and you the responsibility. Yeah, it's your life, your body. Okay, this is very good because this is empowering. Yeah, yeah, this is empowering. Okay, fantastic, very good step. So what I will do is I will send an email to you guys. Nadine is not on the Facebook, yeah? Yeah. So I will send an email for you guys. Trying to set up our meeting, yeah, for Saturday or Sunday. So please let me know what works for you, if Saturday or Sunday works at all. I would prefer Saturday or Sunday because both of you are working during the days. So if we cannot meet during the working days, meaning that we need to, then for the second call, we also need to schedule an evening. Yeah, and that will take up already 2 evenings from the 5. This is what I think, or this is my feeling, that Saturday afternoon or Sunday afternoon for 30 minutes, 45 minutes is maybe it's easier, no, to hop on the call. But let's exchange emails around that to find a time which fits for everybody. Yeah, so this is what I will do, and you know your homework, and take notes of your questions, of your experiences, and then bring this into our next meeting. If there is anything urgent, something like major, something came up, you want to talk about it, you need guidance, you are confused or whatever, yeah. So then you know where to find me. You can send an email to me. Okay. So then, thank you for today. Look out for the emails and keep your focus on your vision. Yeah, your vision of very similar for both of you, coming back to alignment, living from the authentic self. Very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
You.
Bye. See you. See you soon.
Soon. Bye.
Bye bye.